Hello and welcome to a game making session with Let the Games Begin. What you're looking at now is the landing page that you'll see when you sit down to do some activities with our software. You have three options here. You can make teams, you can play a game yourself, but we're going to focus on making games. So let's go to the game menu, and these are the games you can make. Bingo, crosswords, cryptograms, lots of Jeopardy style games you do on the blackboard as a group, category, Sudoku, and word search puzzles. So we do word search puzzles in two different ways. We use a smaller worksheet so you can see what you're looking at here, right? And we try to have our puzzles made like you're working at a word processor that you are typing on the sheet you'll be actually making. So there's 6 parts to a worksheet generally. The first is the name line, and I've already brought up, here's the name line here in this box now, and I can clear it and put in the information that I want, first name, last name, teacher, and I'm just going to go down here and add year 2, because it's always good to know what year it is. And you see the changes that I've made are already here, up in the worksheet. And then I can go to the next area. I can change the title, the subtitle, and the instructions. If I don't like what I've done, I can go back and make changes there. So you can do the work on this smaller sized form if you like. Or you can use a larger full size form so you can see what you're doing. And it works the same way, except more likely you'll make the changes on the page. You can click on this area. We're going to remove the class sign, but we'll put in date, and because this is very important, we'll ask the kids to give their nose size as well, right? And you can do each of the text sessions in the same way. You can change the subtitle, give it italics, and underline it. And this is all for the presentation of the puzzle. Now, the big thing about the puzzle is the grid. This is where you hide the words, and you have a choice of 8 directions that you can hide the words in. Actually, you have more, but there's 8 here right now, and we're just going to add one here. We're going to go bottom to top as well. And I think this is an 12 by 12 grid. I think that's a little easy for my students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and make it 14 rows and 14 columns, and you see it's bigger. But I don't want it quite so big, so I'm going to shrink the size of the cells a bit. There we go. And then I'll shrink the letters a bit so they're not overpowering. Yeah, those look good. And now I click here. This is where you enter the words. And so I can just type the words that I want to appear: dog, cat, pig. And if I make a spelling mistake, there's a spell checker in there, so the misspelled word will be underlined. When I think I have enough words, I just hit Make Puzzle. And that box drops to the bottom where it's now a word bank, and you can see the words are in alphabetical order, so they're easier to keep track of. And I can click back on the grid and go up and click Show Solution so I can see where the words are hidden, and they're no problem for me, the teacher, to find. So that's one way of making puzzles. Now, another way is to put the words in the grid or in the word bank from a word list. These are all lists of words: adjectives, animals, birds, buildings, that we've compiled. We're going to go to animals here, and you can just click on the animals and put those in your puzzle. Oh, I see I put in dinosaur, and there's not really many dinosaurs around, so I'm going to take that out, but I'll put in elephant instead, and then I'll go up here, click Make a Puzzle, and there you are. All the words in the word bank, new puzzle made. Couldn't be simpler. Thanks for listening.